And what a way to close it off.
It just is Rapha going to be able to 3-0 it? That would be even more painful than last time Evil was here in 2013. I mean, Rapha's potentially 10 minutes away from getting another title here at QuakeCon.
And Evil's come a long way since 2013 as well. I mean, he's been putting in a lot of work. He's been present in a lot of your own cups, a lot of the 125 FPS stuff. And just the progress and talent he's been able to show has been amazing, which is why he is here, of course. But Rapha is a rock. He's consistent, if nothing else.
It's just someone that Evil has always really struggled with. He's got these sort of high-intensity matches, and Rapha generally comes out on top. We're going to start the third map right now. Evil, he needs your support, guys, as we get into this. I'm going to have to follow him off the beginning. Rapha's on red side. Evil, he's getting the Mega. Is he going to be able to hold on to that rocket launcher?
And that's really the one advantage that he has right now. Rapha has acknowledged that this is really the best side of the map for him to get. Forcing Evil over towards the Mega, 1 yellow armor, but he does have that rocket launcher. But of course on this map we don't have access to the railgun for the first 2 minutes. It's locked off in its own little room, and those doors won't open for the beginning of the map.
And at the beginning, now that Evil hasn't made the same aggressive playstyle as he did last time we saw this map, we really need to see him play extremely slow until that railgun spawns. If he's going to try and get a frag now, it's going to be very dangerous. Rapha's going to have to slip up for it to be successful for Evil. As he pushed Rapha back over to Mega, he's standing on the top. Rapha getting some decent damage, but he's also quite weak himself. He might just have to back off and get Mega. That's not a bad fight for Evil whatsoever. He can get top yellow, and he'll be delighted with that.
And he got most of that damage on Plasma even. So Rapha's now back over here at the Mega side. We have that first minute elapsed, and really Evil's is trying to play for position to make a clean grab of that rail without getting any real pressure from Rapha.
They're on the other side. So Rapha unlocks the door. That's what the key allows you to do. And Evil's going to fall back a bit. And Rapha, he opens the door. He can let it close if he wants to. The LG fight, very intense. And maybe Evil can get himself over to the red. 5 seconds until Mega. Rapha is weak. Mega has still up in a couple of seconds. He's trying to chase down. Is he going to go for the jump? He can't do. Evil chasing up. He's got the first frag.
What brilliant play alongside the wall as well. His LG was just on point. Rapha was just so close to him, and yes, the key goes over to Evil. 20 seconds till rail comes up, and having this first frag, having that side of the map, means that he has potentially priority on getting that grab, but he's got to make it over to the... As Rapha wants to come back in mid-map and maybe throw down a little bit of challenge on this red. Whoa, one more time, 3 more times, 2 more.
Third time lucky. I mean, that's much worse than where he was before, but it's all right. He's got the item.
Well, he knows how to do it now.
One good rocket, 2, not so bad, the second one. Rapha, he's trying to set up the Mega, but if he goes down before it spawns, he's in a lot of trouble. He picks up the Mega and gets the kill. He was so weak in that fight. If that Mega came even a fraction of a second later, he would have been down. Evil, though, he gets the return kill, and he picks up that key once again.
That aggression out of Evil, he spawned on the rail side of the map. He had it by all rights, but he wanted to dive back into the middle map, get into the mosh pit with Rapha, and show that he can turn it back around and get a frag up, actually a leading frag up on the board. And now, as we have a quiet moment, Rapha getting away with that red armor, we're looking at Evil trying to get a yellow here, and hopefully some weapons. He's got only LG in his hands at this point, but he's got the key. He can cross over to the other side very quickly, very easily. And now he's just listening for Rapha. Again, he's not being super quiet here, similar to Lost World.
He's let Rapha get away with a lot of items. Although he's got the key, he's going to have to watch out. This is a position he was in before, and it was something Rapha was able to attack nicely in. He's going to have to back off. There's the yellow.
Lightning gun. And Evil's going to be, like you said, backing off here. I really like this corner.
Oh, the LG! He's going to push forward, but he jumps! And Rapha gets buckets of damage there. And the key, Evil, he wants to go forward. 21 health left, takes him down to 11. Rapha, phenomenally weak, but I don't think Evil can get up fast enough. You can see the red bars at the top. They were both immensely low.
Both of these guys trying to run away and lick their wounds right now, but Rapha is going to be putting down a bit of a trap here with the rocket launcher. As he crosses through the door, looking for the last bit of damage with the plasma gun. In mid-map, there's red armor to play for, but Evil doesn't exactly have position or weapons to justify this fight. And the LG is certainly giving Rapha cause to go back, but now he can take his yellow armor at will. Mega's going to be up in 10 seconds. It's going to be a long time to wait for. That's going to give Evil the red armor, and he should even have time to go in for a railgun if he so chooses. There's YA, and he's got all sorts of breathing room on this side of the map, but he's not going for it. He wants to get a rocket launcher first. He wants to make good use of this LG, and I can't blame him. Maybe LG is all he needs to maintain his score here.
And Rapha's playing very quietly down here, just waiting for this yellow to spawn, hoping Evil won't spot him. Had to deal with a lot of aggression recently. Rapha just wants to stabilize. He's got the key, which is so valuable to him. Last thing he wants is to pick a fight, and he's trying to work his way in the railgun. You can see how you really have to be careful picking that up, because it takes a lot of time out of the map, and you lose a lot of info. There's nice little stairs, but he's just faking it out at the moment.
So Evil coming back in mid-map. He's trying to put a lot of pressure on the right side, but Rapha's already up top and crossing over. I saw Evil actually just do a bit of a double take, realizing that Rapha was about to get the Mega out in front of him, and he had no chance to respond. That puts Rapha at a very solid stack, but as we've already seen in the series and throughout the rest of the day, stack doesn't mean anything if you cannot make that trap happen, if you cannot make that initial damage. And so far, Evil's LG has been making up a lot of that difference.
He's going to try and control this lower yellow again. With that red coming up, he's letting Evil get a lot of armor, so he's not really concerned about Evil getting to 200 armor, because he knows that's pretty much already happened during the fight. The yellows will help him out as well. It's the Mega that Rapha really wants to protect. Nice little jump over. Top yellow is going to be up, but it doesn't mean that much to Evil. Evil would rather be able to close the gap or find a way to challenge that next Mega help. Oh, nice trap from Evil. Last rocket, not so bad as well.
Yeah, the damage was okay, but the position is going to be even better now. Even though Evil doesn't have the key, he can hop on the tentacle and the boxes here to potentially get red armor or put pressure on this Mega. In fact, both of them are going to be relevant here pretty soon, so as they stare at each other from across the room, they're both wondering who's going to commit to what first. It's going to be Evil going for the red armor, and we should see Rapha going for the Mega at just about the same time.
I'm wondering if Evil maybe would have rather get the Mega. Maybe that'll switch things up a bit, because Rapha's spending a lot of time on that side of the map. Evil seems to be fairly content with just stacking up on his armor. But again, wants to get close. He's looking for a rail shot, because this could really open the map up for him if he can get some unreturned damage with that weapon.
Well, again, he's not being incredibly subtle about his position right now, but I think Rapha's lost sight of him regardless. He's ready for the jump over for the red armor and denies it completely, getting the damage, getting the knockoff, and taking a lot of options out of Evil, but Evil stabbing back with the rail of his own, keeping Rapha at arm's length just a little bit longer. Playing through the obelisks, they're going to be trading whiffs at least.
And Evil actually has a better stack, only for a moment. They're now incredibly even. Evil got more armor, Rapha has more health.
They both got weapons, they both have rockets and rails, both of them being incredibly quiet right now as we go into our final 3 minutes. 2-2, incredibly tense. Evil at the door, he cannot go further.
Does it not feel like Rapha is protecting a lead by the way that he's playing? He's playing only on really one side of the map with access to one yellow and a Mega. He's got the key as well, he could push it if he wants.
And that's the advantage that he has right now. He can defend Mega as long as he needs to. He can really push things into the latter minutes of the map. And if he needs to go on the warpath, he certainly has the option with the door available to him.
I just feel like he's also waiting for a mistake from Evil, but neither of these guys slip up very often in a duel. Maybe Rapha's just waiting for a couple of free shots of his own. He's going to take a lot of damage with that lightning gun. Rapha trying to fight back at the moment. Top yellow's up at already, but Rapha's very weak. That might have been what Evil was waiting for.
Rapha got pushed onto that jump pad at exactly the wrong time, making that an easy target for Evil's LG. They both get out of there having to run away a little bit here, leaving that red armor sort of up in question as Mega comes up. And like you said, this might be a good time for Evil to take a Mega of his own.
What?
Oh.
Direct rocket. Is Rapha going to put pressure on Mega? He isn't. Evil doesn't benefit that much from picking up the Mega health, and Rapha doesn't take any damage getting onto the red armor.
Looking for tradable rails here might be Evil's undoing if he commits to that. He's wisely going to be heading over to the back end of the map, trying to go quiet here once again. Only 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock here, guys. This is match point for Rapha. And he just took one rail off of Evil. Now that he's under 80 health, he's completely railable. Crossing the middle of the map is very dangerous.
He wants to go for it now. He's looking for the frag. Is he going to be able to find it? Looks for a rail. Evil trying to leg it at the moment. Is he going to use the stairs, or is he going to try and fake it? Almost gets the rail. That wouldn't quite have gotten the kill, but it would have put Evil on a very, very short stack.
Missing those rails is going to cost Rapha a lot of time. He had Just an amazing opportunity there to get Evil at that point. But Evil dodging like the champ he is.
1 minute.
That was a really smart red steal. It was a very risky in case Rapha got there in time to do damage, but having picked it up and got away scot-free, he actually has a chance to contend for this map. And remember, if Rapha wins this, he's going to be the Grandmaster Dueler over here at QuakeCon.
For the 4th time.
Evil getting a shot out. Can he hold his nerve? It's 2 for 1 at the moment, favoring Evil. And it's going to be red taken. He's going to run into that LG. Evil's so low on health. He hits another rail. One more from Evil, and he can still get the frag, but he's not going to push any harder. He needs to back off, get that 50 health bubble, get the top yellow, which will be available to him.
None of these items on this side of the map are incredibly safe to get, and now that he's at the top of the map, he maybe has a moment to breathe, but he must be realizing that he definitely took the poor end of that fight. That ambush from Rapha with the LG, it's so close to the wall. Evil had no time to react, and that's going to give Rapha this red armor, but he's already eating a rail here, evening them up. Evil's got the top of the map.
Wow.
He can actually decide the beginning and the end of this fight.
We've got overtime. We have 2 minutes of extra time here. Rapha just takes the rail. Can he escape successfully? He takes the yellow. Evil putting pressure on him. He gets the kill in overtime. Evil is still in the game.
However, it was 10 seconds after the start of that overtime. We still have a minute and 45 seconds left to play. A minute and 45 seconds for Evil to hold on to this frag lead, and he doesn't have a whole lot of stack to do it with. He's only got 30 health, and that will tie it up once again. 3-3. Rapha taking away the key, and Evil does not want this fight to end. Rapha is just begging him to come in. Yeah, come get a rail or two, as Rapha takes control of red armor. And Evil didn't even see him that way. Rapha getting a hefty amount of LG damage on him, but they're both going to have to back off. Once again, they're tied and bleeding out of every hole they have. A few new ones
rough,
too.
Man, that's pretty rough. There's Mega behind for Evil if he wants it. Is he going to be able to back up to it in time? He jumps up. LG on LG. Evil, can he hold on to it? 16 health left for Rapha. He gets out, but Evil is not that much better off himself.
That movement, more like Evil Knievel.
Oh! Evil took a gamble right there. It did not pay off, and that could cost him a QuakeCon title over here.
That 50 health might just be the final nail in Evil's coffin. As Rapha is now well stacked up, he's going to be plenty survivable. However, we have 40 seconds for Evil to do something amazing, and I'm not willing to say this is the end of it yet.
Mega's going to be up behind. I think that Evil, he wants this red, and then he's going to have to do something incredibly risky. Wow.
One solid rocket, and Rapha getting pinned up against that wall is going to be taking a ton of damage. Here comes Evil, the LG keeping him down below. Rapha
15 seconds.
up here.
He can't make it through in time. How's he going to get by? He sees the obelisk. He has to go in. Rapha, he's defending for his title right now for these rockets with less than 10 seconds to go. Evil backs off. I think that might be it, guys. The QuakeCon 2050 Grandmaster Champion is SK Rapha.
An amazing series.
Valiant effort from Evil there. All 3 games were so close, but Rapha able to close it out in 3 maps.
It comes down to those tiny moments, those tiny traps that give you a little bit of an edge, and being able to take that momentum and just push it over.
QuakeCon 2013 wasn't a fluke. The Division Duel final was not a fluke, and this certainly wasn't. It was an amazing performance from Rapha, an absolute masterclass in how you play Duel. We are going to give it to Adam Pyle and Tim Willis over to do the checks. Here for Rapha, the new champion of Duel.
Same as the old champion. Well, yeah.
That was really exciting. That was cool. Give those guys another round of applause. Don't let him leave. Put the pillows down, brother. It's all right.
Rapha's ready for bed.
So 2nd place, let's give him a round of applause. Evil. And our champion tonight, with another $8,000, Rapha.
004, congratulating Rapha there. Very nice.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I forgot somebody. I would like to introduce Chris Seitz. He is from Intel. He wants to say a few words. Intel was our premium sponsor for this event. Chris?
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. I got to congratulate you guys. Tim, the id team, the Bethesda team, all the volunteers for putting on just an awesome event. Would you guys agree? Is this awesome? I also have to just admire the talent, skill, dedication of all the competitors, especially in the Duel tournament. You know, congratulations to the winner and everybody that competed. It's totally a mind-blowing to watch these guys and the skill. And finally, I just have to thank everybody that's rocking all that Intel hardware out in the BYOC. There's a lot of it out there, and I hope you guys are all getting your rigs ready for the 2 titles that I can't wait for. You know what they are, right? Fallout 4 and Doom. So, all right. See you guys next year.
Thank you. So I'd like to call Michael Wolf back up here on stage. Michael, we have some t-shirts, I think.